This is Jeopardy!
Let's go to
Accomplishments of 2018.
200. Okay, the answer there.
Ronda Rousey has done the following things to earn a Raw Women's Championship match.
Doug, what is not a damn thing?
So I was getting ready and prepared to go out to a doctor's appointment, just to get a checkup, mind you, to when I got alerted from my phone. It said breaking news, Ronda Rousey, and it got cut off. I'm like, oh boy. She's probably announced for the Money in the Bank match, which I'm excited for. I'm like, okay, I very much want to see Ronda Rousey in Money in the Bank match. I think it might be a bit hectic and dangerous to have her second wrestling match be a ladder match. Might have to wait on a high stakes match like that, especially for a woman who's only been training. Well, God only knows how long she's been training to wrestle, but you know, a woman who's only wrestled one match in the past 4 or 5 months since she's been signed. But I'm like, okay, whatever. So I open it up, I go into it, and I get this report that Ronda Rousey is supposedly going to be challenging the Raw Women's Champion, Nia Jax, for the Raw Women's Championship at Money in the Bank. And the first thing I thought was, wow, I don't remember the number one contenders match Ronda Rousey has had to earn this match. Let me go look that up. So I went because, you know, I don't watch Raw. So maybe she had it on Raw. I couldn't find it. I said, okay, maybe she had it at Greatest Royal Rumble. I checked there and I'm like, oh wait, women can't wrestle in Saudi Arabia. So then I went and I checked Backlash because I missed some of the pay-per-view. And I'm like, oh, she wasn't here either. Maybe it was on the Raw after that. Nope. Did not have a no more contenders match on that Raw either. So I'm like, so what did Ronda Rousey actually do to get this championship match? I searched high and low, and I could not find a single thing, hence the skit, though cold open, I didn't beginning of the video. Which leads me to my next question. What the hell has Ronda Rousey done to earn a championship match? I'm asking you honestly, what has Ronda done? She signed a contract off screen in January and appeared at the Rumble match. Everyone was hype. I was too. She then went on to have a on-screen contract signing at Elimination Chamber in February. This led to a tag team match between her and Kurt Angle versus Triple H and Stephanie McMahon at WrestleMania, which was the best match on the entire show. Not counting the pre-show. Which she got the pinfall. Well, they didn't get the pinfall. She made Stephanie McMahon tap out. So she beat Stephanie McMahon in her first match at WrestleMania. Now, mind you, Stephanie McMahon is not an active member of the Raw Women's locker room. She has not wrestled in WWE since 2014. So Stephanie McMahon's notability in terms of wrestling is the lowest of low as you can go on a totem pole in the Raw Women's division. So Ronda Rousey wins that match. It's great for her. You know, it gets her exposure. She beat a big name, and she also got to step in the ring and do some moves on Triple H, a former WWE champion. So then the question is, when is Ronda Rousey's next wrestling match? Because that's what I've been wondering. Look, I actually went into a Facebook group, and I made a post about, man, I sure hope that Ronda Rousey gets a wrestling match soon. I mean, on Raw very soon. I would hate for the fans to turn on her because, you know, she gets the appearance of like a Brock Lesnar or whatever. And you could not believe how much hate I got from that comment. Like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. And Ronda Rousey's only been off the television for only 1 week. And here you go talking about, oh, I hope she wrestles on Raw. You don't know what you're talking about. Fucking Mark, how about you get out of here? Shut the fuck up. All this shit. And obviously, I don't think they understood that I meant that I hope she wrestles soon and not that I want her to wrestle every week, because that is not what I said, but that's what they interpreted. That's what they got out of my post, but that's not what I meant. So I'm like, hopefully she wrestles on Raw soon. Now, by soon, this could mean a month from now, a week from now. God forbid this be like few months from now. That's not exactly what I mean by that, but soon. However, was I expecting her to wrestle her next match at Money in the Bank? I thought about it. I'm like, okay, if this happens, I won't be angry. But I'll be wondering, like, when's her first match on Raw going to be? I wouldn't be angry about it, but whatever. What I was not expecting was for her second match to be a championship match. This is the wrong way. The wrong way to go about a recruit for your women's division. Especially knowing that she has big name value outside of wrestling. And you try to make it seem like, oh, we're treating her as if she were another woman on the roster. Really now? Because I feel like every week I've seen Ronda Rousey, you've either rolled out the red carpet, advertised her as the biggest deal on the show, overlapping the men as well, or you're just trying to put down our throats that she's bigger than the women's division. She's the baddest woman on the planet. I have no issue with them pushing Ronda Rousey as the biggest thing on the women's division. However, what I have a problem with is for them to tell me to my face that she will be treated as a regular women's competitor, as all the other women will, and then to go the following months and treat her as the biggest attraction transcending the men's division. Because what I'm seeing right now is Ronda Rousey is about to get the Raw Women's Championship at Money in the Bank. If that doesn't happen, what I can see, and what I truly hope does happen, is Natalya cost her the championship match. Because one thing I would hate to see is Ronda Rousey in her second match win the Raw Women's Championship from Nia Jax, who, mind you, was going through a bullying storyline with Nia Jax. Cringeworthy at most, but she's going through a storyline with Alexa Bliss through WrestleMania, finally gets the championship, and only 2 months later, she has to lose it to Ronda Rousey just because. Just because. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Just because. What did Ronda do to win that? She beat Stephanie McMahon at WrestleMania. Whoop-de-fucking-do. You know who else can beat Stephanie McMahon? Just about every other woman on the roster. Stephanie McMahon isn't above the Women's Championship. Except she is, in the office. But in terms of wrestling, in terms of in the ring, Stephanie McMahon is not above that Women's Championship. Stephanie McMahon is not a number one contender. Stephanie McMahon is not a number one contender's match. So exactly how does beating Stephanie McMahon constitute her getting an immediate championship match at the next pay-per-view? Mind you, you have Ember Moon, you have Alexa Bliss, you have Sasha Banks, you have... Did Ruby Riott go to... No, Ruby Riott went to... Yeah, Ruby Riott. So you have... The Riott Squad is on Raw now. You have a whole other division on Monday Night Raw right now. But you decide to give Ronda Rousey a championship match at Money in the Bank. Why couldn't she have just gone into the Money in the Bank ladder match and won the briefcase? I would not have had an issue with her winning the briefcase. I would have questioned if this was, the right time to do it, but I wouldn't have been angry. I'm not even really that angry about this. I'm just wondering why the hell would they decide to do this right now? I'm not saying Ronda should not get a championship match ever. That's not what I'm saying. This is just the wrong time to do it. This is far too early. It's only been 4 months. Not even half a year. And you're already about to put her in a championship picture? You're already about to hint at her winning the championship this early? I know you're trying to build to Ronda versus Charlotte next year for WrestleMania, but do you really have to give her a championship right now? Right this second. It's questionable things like this that I wonder, what the hell are they thinking? Do they want the fans to turn on Ronda right away? I'm not saying that's going to happen, and I don't want that to happen, but it's a very much possibility. Because smart fans, smart marks, the same people who said, oh, shut the fuck up, you don't know what you're talking about, will be the same people to turn on her if she probably wins the Women's Championship Money in the Bank. I bet you that Ronda will probably start getting boos very soon if you push her any harder. Because you know what happens to people who get pushed down our throats at a very accelerated rate? We rebel and we boo them. They see this Roman Reigns, don't think they're Ronda Rousey just because she has a vagina between her legs instead of a penis, that we won't boot her too. Don't think that's because she came from UFC that we won't boot her too. That's all I'm going to say to WWE. Hopefully they figure their way out of this conundrum that they found themselves in.